poll from ESPN NBA insiders. It was the two superstars in LA who received the most votes for who you would want on your team in a final series. LeBron led the way with just over 45% of the vote, followed by Kawhi Leonard with 23% and Giannis Antetokounmpo with 20%. Other players who received votes were Kevin Durant with 5%, and Luka Doncic and Steph Curry each had just under 3%. So, Shannon, do you agree with this breakdown?
That hurt you, didn't it, Skip Baylor? In the insiders.
It didn't hurt me at all.
Yeah, whoa.
But should I go? I'll go right now.
No. Whoa. I mean, the guy that they most want to have on the team in the NBA Finals is not the guy that the NBA supposedly run through. Huh? I'm missing something. Something ain't adding up. Let me punch this in the computer right quick.
Do the numbers.
One guy's supposed to be to run through everything, and the NBA runs through him. The other guy is that they most like to have in the final. Yeah, Skip, it ain't adding up. I put that in, I just crammed them numbers right quick, and then they come in there real like it's supposed to. The GOAT, 45%. Because you know why, Skip Bayless? Because he's one of the few players that can do something other than score. And if you negate that, he also can hit you with 14, 15, 16 assists. He also can go get you 13, 14 rebounds. There are very few guys can do you that. Did you know, Skip, he had the #1 defensive rating? And you know, go. So now he done turn back the hands of time and sit in the chair a little bit. Not often. But he can sit in there a little bit. Skip, look. He just can influence the game in so many different ways. No one else in the NBA can do it like he can. We know that. We've seen that. Now that he has the ball in his hand, I mean, he's always, but really, they list him as small forward, but Skip, we know he's a point guard. That's what he is.
I will agree with that.
That's
only that.
Yeah. But 43, hold on, 45%? Is that a lot, Jenny? There's only 100%.
I got 46. I'll give you 46%.
You give me 46?
Yeah.
So, and that means the second guy, I don't even know who, you know what, Jenny? I was told, if you're not first, you're last.
Oh.
So I only want to talk, I don't even want to talk about second and third. I just want to talk about first.
I thought you didn't see Talladega Nights. You know Talladega?
I don't know.
I love it.
Ricky Bobby, you should look it up.
I know about Talladega. I know about the big speed track. Is that the one you talk about, the Talladega?
No.
Okay.
Love Will Ferrell.
Skip, look. This notion, you know what? It's maybe, and I think maybe also they factored in, Skip, is that Kawhi. Okay, yeah, he's won the last final, but is he gonna always be there? Yada yada yada. So for me, it was a no-brainer. It was a no-brainer for me. Now, see, if I'd have said that, you was like calling me a homer. So I guess all these other people now, they whomever this is, this might have been Woj, or this might have been their.
I don't know.
So
experts, media experts, not players, not media experts.
You see, but when the players, because remember again, LeBron had 8 of them. He won 8 for the players. He won 8 of them. You don't like that either. You when the media give it, you don't like that either. But at some point in time, Skip, the realization, Skip, people don't like truth because it destroys their illusions. You have this illusion that he's not the GOAT, but every time the truth comes around, it destroys your illusions.
What did Kevin Durant tell Rick Bucher about the coverage of LeBron James? Media fanboys.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know why? You know, so the point was with this, you know what the shock was to me? I was astounded that Kawhi had half the percentage that LeBron got.
But the NBA runs through him.
Okay,
he should have been over.
But I thought this would be 99% LeBron James. I thought everybody else would get 0 or point something. Well, no, seriously, I did. I was shocked. Kawhi Leonard actually got 23%, but you know where the big swing and miss came? At the bottom of this list. And I guess out of sight, out of mind, but the best player on the planet is still rehabbing his Achilles rupture. His name is Kevin Durant. And Kevin Durant got 6% of the vote. And should have gotten 58% of the vote.
Well, we like to see what he can do in the NBA Finals without Steph and Clay.
Oh,
they
really?
factored that in, what he did when he was in OKC. And they factored in, you know what I think they factored in?
Wait a second. Who was the Finals MVP in those 2 finals that he stayed healthy in? Oh, wait a second. It was Kevin Durant.
Wow.
Who took over the 2 game threes in the King's Palace? In those, it's 2-0 Golden State, but man, LeBron's got a chance to make it a series at home.
Skip.
Dude, do you remember the shot that he made right in the grill of LeBron James? Do we see that shot? I just want to remind everybody, this is Kevin Durant, the guy we've lost touch with here lately. We miss you, Kevin. The NBA misses you, Kevin, because I miss seeing that. That was game over right there. LeBron, you got to guard him. You're the #1 defender, right? Is that what you call him? Right? Guard Kevin Durant. And then he turns right around the next year and does it again. Game 3 at LeBron's Palace. And then last year in the finals, remember Game 5 when he came back sort of shockingly? And he only played 12 minutes and he scored 11 points and went 3 of 3 from 3. And it seemed like he had turned the whole series around. And I'm saying, that's the guy I want on my team. That's the guy I trust. And guess what? He tears his Achilles tendon, right? We did not. You said the next day, I think Golden State would have won if he'd stayed healthy.
Well, it wouldn't have been that he got swept. Had Kevin Durant and Klay Thompson been healthy.
No, but if he had stayed healthy from Game 5 on, they're going to win the series.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so if you're talking about the guy I trust the most, it's Kevin Durant on this list. Again, he's not playing this year.
Did you trust him when they was up 3-1 in the Western Conference Final? And he shot 10 of 31 and 12 of 31. Did you trust him then?
I didn't trust him when he had to team up with Russell Westbrook as his primary decision maker.
He shot 10 of 31 and 12 of 31. Russ didn't shoot that. We're talking about Russ. We're not talking about Russ. We're talking about your guy.
Kevin got to shoot when Russ allowed him to shoot.
Well, he shot 31 times, so he got to shoot a lot.
Interesting. Well, let's talk about your guy, shall we?
Go!
Because I have never, ever trusted LeBron James on the biggest stage in the biggest moments, and I trust him even less right here, right now. So, baloney on the 46% of the vote.
It ain't baloney.
Because now we have to look at the big picture.
And baloney is good
we
meat,
have to
too.
provide context.
I'm tired of you two doing that, trying to
Context.
undercut baloney.
What did we see from LeBron? What has he shown us in the biggest moments? 2011. Well, let's start. Wait a second. Let's start with how about 2007? He's up against the Spurs. He's way better than Duncan or Parker or Ginobili. He's way better. He's the GOAT.
He's better than them as individuals. Was he better than them collectively?
He couldn't even win a game.
Okay.
Couldn't win a game.
Kind of like Jordan against the big three Celtics.
And Popovich is saying, get off him, let him shoot.
Okay.
Let him shoot. Okay, whatever. And then we start off with the first go around with the Miami Heat at Dallas. It's the greatest superstar meltdown we've ever seen in any sport. And that's on his resume. You can't erase that one. And then 2013, down the stretch, last 3 minutes of Game 6 at home against my Spurs, he has 3 unforced error turnovers. They were shocking to the point that I said, LeBron, what are you doing? And then he misses the game-tying shot. Long rebound kick to Ray Allen. You know the rest.
Okay, what happened in overtime?
Yeah. Well, all that mattered was Ray Allen made the greatest clutch shot ever.
Not all that
if
matters.
the ball doesn't go in, LeBron is 2-7 in the finals, and he would have been the lowercase GOAT of that game.
It did go in.
Okay, so then what happened? We go to 2014. He got blown off the floor by a record finals margin. Okay, but did you trust him? Is he the guy you want on the floor? And by the way, Kawhi Leonard happened to be the MVP of that finals, and he played really well in 2013 until he missed a late free throw in Game 6. But he played well enough to win that final. And then what happened in 2016? It was the Iguodala finals when LeBron had them dead to rights. They're up 2-1 in his house.
Okay.
What did he do? He went 7 for 22.
Skip, stop.
Okay,
I mean, when Dellavedova and Mozgov is your second and third best player. Stop,
Do you trust it? Do you trust it? In his house, he couldn't close the deal? Could have been 3-1.
And you got Steph Curry, who's the MVP. So was Steph Curry not any good?
Okay. They weren't yet Golden State. They weren't those guys.
They in the finals.
Huh?
What you mean they weren't Golden State?
But nobody saw them as that team yet.
Skip, they won the finals. Steph Curry was the MVP. What do you mean they weren't that team?
LeBron James dominated them in the first 3 games until he had them dead to rights, and then he came up mini-me small.
Let me tell you how good we know the GOAT was. They win 73-9, and what did they do in the offseason, Skip? They go get the second best player in the NBA. They don't do that for anybody else.
Okay, that's later. That's not this final.
That was after LeBron beat them. They are 73-9.
I got it, but we're talking about the young Golden State Warriors. He had them dead to rights, and he let them off the hook.
They had Skip.
He did.
Skip.
Can't trust him.
Skip, they won.
Did you trust him in Game 1 in 2018 at Oakland? Did you trust him?
Skip, let this sink in, Skip. You say they weren't who they were, but they had won 60 games. Is it easy winning 60 games?
No, but LeBron James is, according to you, the GOAT, the best player on the planet. He had them. He was scoring 45 points a game until Game 4. And then I had to sit and listen to, he just ran out of gas.
The GOAT
ran out of gas?
You make a compelling argument. Yes, he's the best player. In golf, that works. But in a team sport, So why couldn't Jordan take a game off the big three Celtics? He was better than Bird. He's better than McHale. He's better than Paris. He's better than all those guys. But why couldn't he win a game?
He scared him to death. They called him Jesus in sneakers.
That's what they call it.
Yeah.
Well, Larry Bird was God. Well, Larry Bird was God, and he punished him. But all I'm asking, Skip, you
didn't let me finish. Then 2018, to finish out why I don't trust him. Game 1, he's got him dead to rights. He's got Steph on a switch off, and all he has to do is go up and make a 15-foot jump shot to win the game, and he turns it down.
Skip.
And then he pouts during the timeout before overtime, and he would not shoot the basketball for the first 2.5 minutes of overtime.
This is what I don't get.
Way to go.
You say LeBron had them dead to right. So let's just say for the sake of argument, they win that game, it's 1-0. Kevin Durant has Steph Curry and his team down 3-1. He had them dead to right.
I don't love Steph in clutch moments.
No, I ain't talking
He's
about
not on this list.
I'm talking about, yes, he is. He got 3%.
Just under 3%.
Okay.
I'm talking about what you said, your guy KD.
He doesn't deserve
You said your guy KD should have been number 1. So you mean to tell me he doesn't have Golden State dead to right up 3-1 with the game coming back on your building?
He did.
So what happened?
He had a handicap called Russell Westbrook.
Oh, my goodness.
Why do you think he left?
The same.
By the way, I predicted that 2 years before it happened. I wrote it on ESPN.com. Look it up. I said he is not long for Oklahoma City because he doesn't trust Russell Westbrook.
The guy that handicapped him helped get a 3-1 lead. So he only became a real handicap when Kevin Durant didn't close it out. You know what? You ought to be ashamed of yourself, Skip. Old Goat James. At it again.
I'm proud of myself.
You guys are on fire today. I feel like this is just a lot happening.
Again.
I will call you tomorrow night. After you get that triple-dub, that 30-point triple-dub.
I'm sure you'll remind us.
By the way, thank you for bringing up this year because in the 2 games against the Clippers, he shot 3 for 17 from 3.
Hey, and the Clippers sag off him again. He's going to let him go.
Really?
Let him go. Shoot him with